But if he loses early in the round of 8 of Star League, we'll have to take that. We'll have to look at that a little bit closer. As you can see, a 2-2 score versus Blaze, but a lot of that was back when he was Panic, probably. Perhaps back in the GSTL days.
And back when Dream wasn't quite Dream. Not quite the same Dream. This is in Heart of the Swarm. Turns out the games were unofficial games.
Could have been GSTL matches or just online tournament games. Back when Dream was on MVP and when Blaze was on StarTale, but that was a long time ago.
This is a big day for Blaze in particular, but also for Dream. He's got to prove himself a bit, but Blaze has to as well. This is like one of the big names that he's going up against that if he can beat him, will definitely prove a lot about where Blaze is nowadays.
If Blaze wins this, I mean, he's going to have an incredible record at 8-3, and he would have beaten Dream, one of the best record players in Pro League. And like you said, if Dream loses this, I feel like a lot of people are going to start to think he's a much weaker Terran, especially in this matchup.
Yeah. We'll see just how he's going to be able to hold off here against Blaze. We're going into map number 4, Cactus Valley. Here on the top right in the orange from SK Telecom T1, the Terran player, it is Dream.
And up to the top left in teal for MVP, it's Blaze, formerly known as Panic.
Now, wonder what led him to change his name. You really have to think. Maybe he's a fan of Blazers.
Yeah.
Maybe he likes to wear Blazers when he goes out. Not an uncommon fashion in Korea.
Yeah, perhaps. I do it all the time. My favorite blazer is the one I found on the street, got it cleaned up, and I look really good, man.
Yeah, found it on the street. Was some old man's blazer, but it turns out it looks pretty good on Wolf.
It's now Wolf's blazer. Maybe he likes to set things on fire. Perhaps he was an old fan of CJ Blaze, the League of Legends team. Or was that?
That's actually a really good point. Maybe that's really where it comes from.
Trying to think of other Blazes.
Nothing else comes to mind, Wolf.
Yeah, it's like it's setting things on fire.
Don't they say something like blase, or is that BLASE? With like an accent.
I think it's BLAISE with an accent. Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe he's Korean, so he thought it was spelled with a Z. I mean, it could be the case. Well, definitely not associated with any like particular dates or sort of activities.
No,
I mean, because I don't think he likes to sit around and set like papers on fire or anything like that. No. Or any sort of like rolled up things that he would put into a fire. Definitely not related.
I think you're right on point, Wolf. He's definitely nothing like that.
Yeah.
Either way, jokes aside, ever since he changed his name, he's been on fire. He actually has been. He's been winning game after game. One of them was actually a 2-gate proxy against Life on this exact map, which was kind of funny. But it was, very well polished. It was a good idea for a best-of-1 against a player who you were probably going to lose against in a macro game.
Yeah, so. He had decent results in the GSL as well, really shocking a lot of people. He's been always around. He was in Codes, I think, like 3 seasons in a row and dropped out every time in the round of 32. But he's just one of those players that's been around for a long time, was on StarTale, found a new home on MVP. And it's funny because Dream is kind of like the next level of that. He was on MVP and then found a home in SKT. But Blaze is looking solid. He could be, I feel he could reach that Tier 2 level. Honestly, I would actually say if he wins today, I would put him on Tier 2.
Oh, yeah.
I'd take him above Tier 3 if he wins against Dream right now.
For sure. He's on the cusp. He's in his promotion matches here. He's going up against someone who's in Tier 1, so he's got a lot to go on.
You know who he reminds me of, actually, is Myungshik. I feel like I get the same kind of vibe of, like, this growth, this sudden growth and potential in a player.
Yeah. Although I definitely do want to look at some more matches over time, see exactly where he's at. Kind of a funny play here from Dream. He's going to send one Marine to go scout. He does this from time to time. He actually did send, I think that's an SCV, but it may be his other Marine, actually. In the south there.
Oh, 2 Marines.
Yep.
Just wants to kill a probe or spot a pylon and start killing it if it's a hidden, proxy Stargate. We do see a Twilight Council in the main base. Misplaced pylon there. Oopsie daisy.
Yeah. We actually saw something that didn't make me too comfortable, which was Blaze being pretty nervous before the match, taking deep breaths, closing his eyes. He didn't even do that against Life. Maybe because he knew he was prepared for an all-in, but it looks like so far he's going to go straight up against Dream, and that's a hard thing to do. He's prepared for these Hellions, though.
It's a big problem that that probe didn't die to the Marine. He came in there with like 4 health because he scouted the reactor Hellions. He actually has vision of that. So he was not making that pylon blind like we've seen other players like Myungshik start to do in the Classic, and sort of Hero kind of followed suit. So this is a reactionary pylon, and had that probe not gotten in, those Hellions could have done a lot more damage. Yeah. The blink follow-up here is quite strong. Let's see if he adds a robo for safety.
Yeah, that's going to be very important to do. I mean, he already knows that Dream is into factory tech here, and he should know that Widowmines are the pretty standard follow-up. But we'll see how long he delays this. Hellion's going to get by the front here, but they're not going to be able to get up that ramp. Not with the Stalker and the Pylon.
A bit strange here for Dream to actually try to force that. And Valdez, this is the exact same...
Look at this. Scan sees nothing. He has no idea what's coming.
This is the exact same problem that I had with Dream's play when he was playing in the Star League. He was doing the same sort of forced harassment. He just couldn't let it go. It's like no matter how badly it's doing, he just kept trying it,
Look at this. I mean, he flies over a pylon. He's not going to be able to get damage done here. Blaze has seen it coming.
Well, the thing is, he will get some damage done, but will he have enough to defend this Blink Stalker ass? He made a bunker in the main base because he thought it was like oracles or something. He has no idea. He's going to split these Widow Mines up, which is smart, but mining can resume, and he doesn't have any units in this bunker. Where are the Marines standing? Not in the right spot. Oh, this big miss micro there.
Yeah, Widowmine's also going to be going down here. Keep in mind, still no detection here for Blaze. He's pretty all in off the back of this. He needs to do some critical damage.
Oh, this is not going to work. He's going to lose that Mothership Core. See you later.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
it is going to eventually go down. Yeah.
I think this is nerves. I think you're exactly right. He has 1 Stalker on the high ground. Needs to keep it alive. There we go. Now he can make this work. He can make this work. Let's see that
huge
micro.
Amount of Stalkers.
Yeah, let's see this micro.
The Widowmines are out of position. He can always blink onto the Widowmines before they burrow. He's got enough Stalkers here, and he's doing a huge amount of damage in the main.
Yeah. He just needs to kill all these SCVs and just camp these production facilities. He's making a robo at home so he can eventually clear those Widowmines off. We're going to see the CC lifted at this point. Every SCV in the main base is going down. Yeah. I think he's got it. I think he's got this, man.
He's doing critical damage, and look at this. Stalker's going to get into the natural too, and Dream is just falling apart. He's fighting with only SCVs. He should be running away, trying to get some units out here to fight. He's going to lose almost everything. He's down to 5 SCVs.
Yep. Almost less than that in just a moment. He's going to trigger the Widowmine blink away. Wow. This is game. He's losing all of his production now. Yep. Trying to move his CC in the main. The Observer's going to be out in just a second. He needs to be careful on that Widowmine in the main because he is down to 17 probes. Okay, good micro there.
Yeah, I mean, essentially all he's got to do is get some detection out here. He's got the main locked down. There's no production for Dream. He's going to start picking out some supply depots, and he's getting behind the bunker here. Dream can't even mine right now.
Yeah. And Dream almost needs to move his production facilities into the natural. Okay, a lot more probes just went down. He's down to 8. So Dream can win this off the back of Mules potentially here. I just don't see it happening as long as Blaze continues to micro.
He's got a micro back here. Looks like he is looking now, so he will be fine. And all the Widowmines are going to go down. Blaze, he's got 2 bases here. Essentially, he's got 2 next side. He can chrono boost out a bunch of probes. Whereas Dream is still struggling to mine.
Yeah, 11 Stalkers on the map to 4 Marines. Yep. And he's actually about to get supply blocked.
2 SCVs. 2 SCVs are left.
And 2 probes die. He's now got 5 times the workers. Gonna trigger some Widowmines here with some blinks.
Yeah, plays nice multitasking in this game as well. He's been controlling these Stalkers in the main, these Stalkers at the natural, also pulling his probes against
this
the
one's live though. Oops.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, even with this Widowmine drop here, it's the best thing that Dream could hope for. It's the best thing he could ask for, but he just can't mine and he can't make any more Marines. He's like repairing the bunker with mules.
I think this is frustration out of Dream. He's like, there's no way I lose against Blaze, right? And he's just struggling to stay in the game, but I don't see any hope here.
His predictability is just off the charts right now. He's been trying to force this Widowmine and Hellion sort of harass every game, and he is damn good at it. One of the best in the world, if not the best Widowmine Hellion dropper. But if everyone expects it from you, you can get countered. You can get to, you can do aggressive builds like this. So like, oh, Dream's only gonna have Widowmines. I can counter blink against those. And keep in mind, the Mothership core went down for no reason. Imagine if he had micro better there, how dead Dream would be right now.
Ooh, Blaze gonna miss this one. Probably gonna lose his entire mineral line, almost.
You know what? I mean, it is possible theoretically for Dream to win this game. It's just going to be so difficult. It's going to be all about the micro.
Theoretically, he needs to get some scans down when this Observer comes. He's going to try to fight here.
Look at
against
this
the Blink
micro.
Stalkers.
He needs to blink up into the high ground.
I don't think he's got enough.
Oh, there's a Widowmine there, but he's going to kill it. Smart move.
Yeah. He gets that Observer finally over here. Bit of a misblink here on this one Stalker. He can't afford to lose units right now.
Oh my God! All right, so let's talk about the units now. 7 Stalkers and 6 Marines. He's got 6 probes mining. Okay, just again triggering these. He needs to start cleaning these up. Yeah. You know, the Observer multitasking is bad. If he kills that Observer, that is a huge problem.
And I still can't believe that he has not dealt with those Widowmines that are constantly killing his base. I guess he just wants to go for the kill on Dream instead.
I think he can't go home. If he goes home, Dream gets too much mining and recovers. Okay, that Widowmine goes down. Good Stalker micro here. Even with the medevac, is just able to out-damage these. He wants to join these Stalkers up with the rest of his Stalkers.
It looks like he will do just that. Going to try to go for the repair, but the bunker does go down.
That should be game.
That's going to be it. Way too many Stalkers here. He has the detection now, more importantly.
Yeah, even without probes, Dream will never be able to beat these Stalkers. And if he tries to lift his CCs away, he's going to lose them. In fact, that CC at the natural is almost dead.
Yeah, Stalkers can just focus down buildings at this point.
Yep. Doesn't matter if he has 0 probes even. He doesn't need them.
No, he's got 2.
I think Dream's best bet would have been to kill the Observer, and he just never did it.
Yeah. He goes for the scan now, but he just doesn't have enough stuff.
All right, well.
I don't even think Blaze needs to fight this bunker, but he will. Not enough repair here, not enough SCVs. And Dream just looking really frustrated now in the booth. Well, does not want to lead this game.
We're going to an ace match, Valdez. Looks like it's going to happen. Oh, however, one thing I hadn't really thought about is if he can kill every probe and he can't make probes, then he could potentially get a stalemate. But as long as he doesn't lose that Observer and he has enough money for another Observer, he just goes and kills Widowmines, then eventually mines enough money to get a Void Ray or a Phoenix out.
I think at this point, Blaze just goes home, cleans up the Widowmines, and just,
Wait, though. Hold on. He's going to lose this one. He's got no probes now. And if he loses these probes, he's just queued up off of 1 base. He will lose, or he will not be able to win this game.
He knows he needs to save these probes. And he is coming back to deal with this now.
Okay, that was scary, man.
And he also has vision of that orbital, and he can keep it under wraps here. So now he's got his natural cleared up. He can just, begin mining once again.
Dream's going to go for one more attack on these probes. If he can kill both probes, he can get the stalemate. But if he can't, he's going to type GG. This is his last chance. He's going to even try to target these down with SCVs. He needs to save these probes. So important.
He's going for the probes, but the Widowmine goes down. GG. Blaze will win against Dream, and we will have our ace match.
Wow, Blaze playing a 6 strategy here. Really good micro. The one gripe I have is with the Mothership core control, but even with that mistake, the rest of his micro is phenomenal. He made sure he kept that one Stalker alive on the high ground, blinked up, and out micro Dream's units. Good trigger micro on the Widowmines, and good decision making. I think it was definitely the right choice to not go home. It was definitely the right choice to deny the mining with his Stalkers.
Yeah, he did a pretty fantastic job in terms of his, he knew what to do in those certain situations. He's a very practiced player. This is what I see out of him every single time I see him play. But there still is the problem of nerves. You mentioned it before, the Mothership core kind of just running into the Widowmines that he saw, some messed up blinks, not microing the best against the Widowmines of Dream that